Fala pessoal do Critical Hits, tudo bem? Aqui quem fala é o Léo. E hoje a gente vai conversar com o Tommy Alvarez, do The Division. Tommy, how are you feeling? How are you liking Brazil so far?
Oh, it's great. It's been an amazing couple days on the show. We still have 2 or 3 more to go. People are amazing. They're like, hey man, the division is awesome. So I'm feeling super excited, and I really want to take this feedback back to the team.
Yeah, I agree with them. We have a lot of anticipation for the game. It's been generating a lot of buzz recently. You work as an expert environmental artist, right?
Yes.
And the division takes place in New York City, which is a huge city. What are the main challenges to create a city the size of New York? You know, how do you balance like fidelity and realism with like some sort of artist freedom for you guys?
Yeah, it's actually that is the main challenge, right? What you said, right? Like, we are putting a lot of effort in building like what I believe is the most ever detailed New York City ever seen in any game. But of course, it's a game, so we're taking some liberties to make it more appealing for the player. We are basically trying to extract like the essence of New York, what New York means, you know. And we're also putting a lot of effort on, you know, to put the extra layer of what the virus means on top of New York, how the virus affected its people, how the virus affected the way they evacuated the city, and we are putting a lot of effort in seeing that in every corner of the city that you can read the story, you can read all the tragic events that have been happening for the last couple of weeks.
And you know, the Division is a game that is really focused on playing with your friends in a co-op type gameplay, right? Is there any space in the Division for players that are more like lone wolves, that like to play alone or by themselves?
So in the division, everything is about choice. So you are free to play solo if you want to in the game. You are always online, but you can decide to play solo with a friend, with 2 friends, or up to 4 players altogether. That's all up to you. We encourage people to play together because man, the game is hard. You know, if you can team up with members, if you can plan a strategy to tackle down enemies, that will help a lot. But if you're a lone wolf, go ahead. And then we have the dark zone, which is the area that we showed in last E3. And what the dark zone is the most dangerous place in the game right now. It's where the authorities try to contain the virus in the beginning and the sick. So they brought in the best equipment, the best guns to try to find a cure, basically. But they failed. They completely failed, and they had to evacuate. And when they did so, they left all that equipment there. So that's super attractive. You can get in and try to fight for it, but man, it's up to you because other players and other enemies are gonna be thinking the same thing, you know. So if you want to get into the dark zone, there's no loading time. It's completely seamless. You just jump over the fence, or you go through one of the checkpoints that we have, and you are automatically in PvP enabled mode, which means that you can decide to cooperate with other players, or you can try to take them down and try to get their loot. So that's completely up to you.
And PvP is only enabled in the dark zones.
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. One of the things that we, as a team, and you know, we were watching the previews and then E3 demos and trailers. We noticed you guys like to play with the concept of the weather changing and how that affects the gameplay. How really that affects the gameplay and the experience for players?
Yeah, quite a lot actually. So we are making the edition with this new engine called Snowdrop that it's really powerful, and it allows us artists to really be creative. And one of the main features that this engine allows us to do is play a lot with the weather, very realistic weather. So when you're playing, you never know if the weather is going to be playing in your favor or not, and you really need to basically base your strategy a little bit on it. Also, playing during the day or during the night can really change how enemies see you. Um, so, I mean, I cannot go full on details, but I can really say that it's a big changer, not just for the visuals, which are amazing. You know, sometimes I'm actually playing and I get this beautiful sunset with the whole city, and it's such an amazing thing. But then you go in the night and it gets pretty scary. You know, like there's a lot of death, there's a lot of sick in the street, and that intensity, man, it's really good.
Yeah, that's talking about what you said about how good the graphics are. We are seeing how stunning it is. It's looking so good on the previews, the trailers. Uh, can we expect this type of visuals to be what we're gonna see in the retail version in March 8th?
Yeah, I'm actually glad when people ask me this question, because I'm not a marketing guy. I'm not a PR expert or anything like that. Uh, I'm an artist, so that's what we do. That's every day when I get to the office, I just get the latest version of the game, and I get to see what my peers are doing, and we're like, oh my gosh, who did that? That is amazing. And I can promise that ever since I started working in this game, we have done nothing else but improve it constantly, because that's how things work. Like you get your best engineers, and they get this new technique that allows you to do this new thing. They're like, wow, that's awesome. So everything you've seen so far, that's what you're gonna get, or even better.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
We hope you enjoy the show, you enjoy Brazil.
Hopefully.
And muito obrigado pessoal que assistiu o vídeo. A gente conversou agora com o Tommy do The Division. O jogo sai em 8 de março de 2016. E.
The beta is in December.
What?
Beta is
Oh,
in December.
December.
Yeah, beta for Xbox is going to be out in December, so you can sign up right now for the beta. PS4 and PC will be shortly after, and the game is going to be out for the 3 platforms in 8th of March.
Então tá aí. Dezembro tem beta no Xbox One, depois vai para PC e PS4. Agradecemos o tempo de vocês e tudo BGS
Obrigado.
aqui no Cantinho Rita.